Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2020. This is Career Mode, episode number 6. We're still in that first race of the year, stage 3 of 5. Really starting to test the team limits and kind of see where we are. After the initial test, we're still not quite there, but of course we're up against World Tour teams. Not only are we up against World Tour teams, but I decided to put Athil in the break today. See what he can do. It's one of our better punchy guys, but not necessarily involved in the GC discussion. And there's only been one climb in the race so far, so getting into that KOM is pretty easy at this point. It's a sprint stage, so not much doing on all that. And anyway, I put Athil in the break. The only two riders that made it into the break with him both happen to be Decathlon Quick Step riders, but they're definitely domestique types. Warlock 69 punch, and Vermeersch is a 72 punch. He's definitely stronger than Athil, so Athil's going to have a little bit of a hard time. I did have Athil contributing for wow, they're attacking from 2K out. That's a bit early. That is very early. Okay, here we go, Athil. Vermeersch is very tired. I can see that, so we're easily riding away from him, but there's no way we're keeping up with Warlock on this. But we go second over the top. And really, that's all there was left to ride for. We don't have that big of a gap over the field. It's only 2 minutes. And he does not have the kind of energy necessary to stay away. So I am going to go ahead and sit up a bit. And it looks like we can regain contact here maybe with Warlock. But very much not committed to anything long-term Athil. So we pick up some points. We get second over the top. Certainly not bad. But it's going to be really hard for us to really compete much for jerseys, and it takes away from our effect on the GC. And to be honest with you, I'm very much focused as a GC type manager in this game. In the past, I really went for those jerseys and put a lot of effort into those, sacrificing GC. There's a lot more value long term in being a GC rider, and over time I have perfected that and the use of your team to support that. But when and where I can, I'll pick up what's possible. Warlock down to a minute. Definitely a stronger rider than Athil, but that's fine. Athil back into the group and recovered enough that he'll contribute to the end of the stage here, which is down to 15 kilometers, by the way. So a couple more kilometers and we'll get set. I think Athil's going to be the one I use up first, so I'm going to use his gel now. And now we get set as we go down to 9 kilometers. Now, Orion is definitely our strongest sprinter, 69.67. Well, what else do we have? Zeta, no way. But Zeta is focused for the overall, as is Vermark. And Vermark actually is a bit of a lead-out rider, so we'll give Vermark the lead-out. That'll get him into the mix and make sure he doesn't lose time. Telford has a little bit of a sprint and a decent flat rating, so we'll use him next. From there, it really doesn't matter which direction we go, but Tentani as a +3 should last a little longer. And there you go. So Athil right off the bat, already to the front. So wait for your teammates to kind of pull up behind you. Come on, guys. Let's get up there. Get up there. Alright, that's just about everybody in position now, and 6K to go. Just like that. That was fast. All right, Ayfield. Ayfield did a really good job today. All right, Banijek just struggling to get past his own teammate there. And 3K. Gosh, that is so fast. How this feels a little different to how it was last year. A couple sprints that I've been involved in now just feel super, super quick about how we just went from 6K to 3K in an instant. So Banijek already on the sprint from 3 kilometers out. Tintani is done, so we'll go into Telford on that. And you can see proper lead-outs from other teams here. It's nice to see. It is really nice to see that is happening, but at the same time, kind of going, we're getting swallowed up here. But for Mark, wow, nice acceleration for Mark, and we have a chance in this thing. Hawaiian, 600 meters to go. Let's give you just a little bit more of a lead out from Vermark. 500. There we go. 500 meters, and Vermark got us into that prime position. Hawaiian, I don't know if he has enough left here. I would imagine Marexco is fading, but Barbier is probably still coming up. 73 sprint, so I would imagine it's Viviani, but that's not that Viviani. All right, Hawaiian, what can you give here, buddy? Oh, there comes the real sprinter to the right, Milano, 76. Oh, for Mark, 3rd place. Nice, that's a little boost to his GC position. Hawaiian takes 4th. Not bad, not bad.
The riders bringing up the rear have made it through sheer willpower. This stage was a real strength effort.
Ayfield was dropped. I do like that there are gaps. That could help with that GC position.
Now for the best moments of the day.
See if that's actually given. Come on, come on. Let me see a gap. Let me see a gap. No gap. Ayfield, same time. Only one rider lost time. But we gain 4 seconds. So for Mark up to 18th now. From, oh gosh, where was he at? 36. Yeah, 28th. That's what I thought it was. So good, that brings us up to 18th now. Definitely in a stronger position than where we were. Stage 4 of 5, 60K to go. 2-man break. I tried to get Ayfield into break today, but it just wasn't happening. He burned all of his energy after about 5 attempts, and so we had to back off and allow him to recover. And after that, just after that, is when the breakaway finally did form. So we have 2K to go on this only climb of the day. I'm going to see if I can get Ayfield 3rd place for it. So we're going to attack now and see if we can pick up a couple points. 500 meters. It looks like he will claim it. Now, the next stage actually is where we're going to have a much better... Let's go ahead and get himself some water, and then meanwhile, let's send Tintani back to get water in the group. So Ayfield, we sit up and let him rejoin the group. Meanwhile, Tintani... almost could have lucked out there that Tintani was dropping back. And yes, we have 21 in the peloton at the moment. Please get water. Yes, he's done it. That makes things much easier. Peloton back together again, but he's already grabbed water through that temporary split. with the imaginary motorbike that had joined us at that point. Athil back into the group. Let's get his effort back up so he doesn't slip backwards. And it's another sprint finish, but you can actually see that the finish is uphill a bit. So we'll have to keep that in mind as we run our sprint train today. And maybe, just maybe, we'll be smarter than the AI enough so that we can get a similar result to what we got last stage, if not better. The breakaway 2, their gap just now starting to come down. Minute 50. It's 38 kilometers, so more than enough time to pull back just 2 riders. And as the field picks up the pace, we're going to have to pick up the pace a little bit ourselves. Here we go. I'd say we should have plenty of energy. Most of this is downhill. But that's going to make that catch a little harder. Minute 30 now.
A couple of teams have set themselves up as pacemakers for the pack. They obviously don't have anybody in the breakaway group.
That uphill at the end, though, should shatter those 2 riders. $26K to go. And they're already split. That's good for us. Warlop, though. Warlop, among the 2 riders that did make it away. So he's going to have picked up additional points today. It's going to be tough to beat him in that last stage. But there's enough climbs. There's, I think, 4 climbs in the last stage, with a Category 2 among them and 3 Category 3s. So there's plenty of points that whoever's in the breakaway and dominating the climbs in that final stage, they should claim the KOM. We'll give it a shot. I don't know if we'll be strong enough to do that, but it's certainly worth the effort. Alright, so Orion's the guy. We're giving Zeta a free ride, and then Vermark the lead out again, which we'll see if he can pull off another miracle and gain some time. Telford, yeah, not good on his ratings today, so we'll probably have him out front along with Athil. So we'll put them both on now. Okay, so that means Banijek or Tintani. Banijek's got a really good flat rating, so we'll use him. And then Tintani. Athil at the front. Okay. Telford not in the prime position, so we need to come out pretty strong here.
There's now just 10 kilometers left.
Inside final 10K. Looks like it's about 5 or 6 kilometers.
The last 8 kilometers of the stage, which will most likely end up in a mass sprint.
Alright, on to Athil. We're going to go flat out 99 from here. And we'll start using these gels for the end.
5 kilometers to the finish line.
Telford actually giving us a little protection to last a little bit longer on this, interestingly. Okay, Tintani is going to start a sprint. Go Tintani, 3.5K to go. And we're on that little climb right now. Whoa, Tintani.
The group has to break apart.
Banijek now. We got swallowed in an instant as Tintani quit sprinting. Banijek, though,
Line today.
nice going. We got his flat rating kind of hit on that and got us back into a good position. 1.9K for Mark, going to lead us out. This is going to give us a nice advantage. But he burnt up Orion, who just has a horrible resistance. Jeez. Way too early. So for Mark, we're going to keep you going for a little bit here. And yeah, we're getting swallowed alive. But Orion, there you go. Now you can sprint.
There's a mass crash in the back, but it doesn't look too serious.
Top 5. He's out of energy too. Zeta Zeta, you could maybe something. Everyone, sprint.
A great win in the sprint of the strong band.
Now, the problem I'm having right now is Vermark has a decent turn of pace. Owain can sprint, but Owain has no resistance. And so Vermark's decent turn of pace is destroying Owain instead of leaning him out, which would be the ideal scenario. We're getting good finishes. I mean, 5th place right behind Andre Greipel. That's always a good thing, but it's just putting us off a little bit that Vermark is, both of these last 2 sprints, just destroying Owain.
Third of the race. Anyone who is gunning for victory has got to make a move fairly soon.
Final 60K, and the sponsor objective here is to finish in the top 10. Easier said than done when we've got a bunch of World Tour teams around us. However, in terms of punchiness, Vermark and Zeta do have a chance. They have a chance of doing something with this. However, it's just not something made easy. Now, 8th Hill, I did try to put him in the break. He was in the break. There was a 3-man break, and of the 3, he was the only one. 1.4k to go. And let's see, who are you protecting? It was...
There's a sustained rhythm at the moment. Some
Come
riders
on, go Athil, go Athil, go Athil. Come on, yes, yes, yes. So Athil was in the break, but before the break had gotten their full 2-minute gap. Oh, beautiful. That's going to change things. That was 10 points. And Athil's in the... Wow. Okay, so let me pause and recap. I put Athil in the break. They had got out to about a minute and a half, but then 2 new riders rode off the front. So there was 3 of them a minute and a half away. 2 riders rode off the front, stronger riders. They caught up to the 3 riders away, and instead of suddenly 5 riders going off together, those 2 kept riding really hard. And within a handful of kilometers, 2 of the other 2 that Athil was originally with, they were dropped. They were exhausted. They were dropped. Athil hung on, and it was like, okay, well, now we have a new group of 3. They're going to sit up, right? No, they kept riding hard. A few kilometers later, Athil was dropped. Those 2 rode off, went away on their own. Athil was absorbed by the Peleton, recovered. It was like, okay, we're done. But then all of a sudden we go to hit this Category 2 climb, and those 2 were caught. Athil near the front of the Peloton and recovered. I attack. He picks up 10 points on the only Category 2 climb of the entire race. Oh, there's Vermeersch. Vermeersch went for it. I don't know if he was second or third, but there you go. So Athil into the group. 1 climb left, 6 points still available. And Athil, what am I doing riding a 95? Let's sit up and ride with Vermeersch. Okay, we're going to sit up. So Athil now has the lead. That's really hard. Let's see. They don't update these things live, so we have 18 or 16. That's what it is. We have 16. But where are these other guys at? We'll have to look at the profile and see what happened. Stewart gained 6 points and 8 points. So Stewart has at least 8 points. Did he have any here? No. So Stewart has 8 points. Vandenbrand picked up 4 and 4, so that's 8. Okay, so he has just 8. There's only 6 left, so we're only worried about anyone within 10 points. So Stewart out of reach, Vandenbrand out of reach. Earl picked up 8 points out of reach. Okay, so that's all good. Yeah, those 3 guys absorbed the other points. That's good. Now, Stein had 6. Did Stein pick up any points? No, because it was the same guys. So only here. Stiemel had no points, so we're good on that one. Vermeersch picked up 6 though. And Otema 4. Otema, no threat. Vermeersch had 2 points previously. And that's 8. So Vermeersch, no threat. Alright, so we only have a single threat remaining on this final climb, and that's Warlop. Warlop has 12, we have 16. We have a 4-point lead. So all we need to do is take second behind Warlop. We gotta watch out for Warlop trying to attack. Stay in the group. We're gonna let you recover, and we are going to use Banijek to protect you. We gotta watch for an attack from Warlop. If others go, that's fine because they can't gain enough points. Warlop is the only one we gotta watch out for and not let him get off the front. And hope that we get a little recovery from Aethil so that he can still stop Warlop from attacking this next climb.
The Peleton has slowed down a bit.
Okay, Aethil's recovery is not complete, but it's good. We have 4.5k to go to the top, and we're going to end up leading Aethil out on this one. Banijek's going to handle that. We're at 3.5k already, so let's do it. Banijek, only a 60 hill, but send you at a 95, and Aethil will follow. I'm okay with Kush. They have no points at all, so that doesn't hurt. So what we're working with here, and we're going to up your pace a little bit. .4k. Duran, no points, so no threat. Banijek, red bar done. So why don't you do your 99? You're not completely without pace right now. 1k to go. And Aethil, let's go. Go get your points. Go get your KOM.
Meaning that an attack is highly unlikely. Breakaway.
And we got it. That is secure. We're going to drop back into the Peleton. Banijek and sit up. Telford, Hawaiian are getting dropped, are they not? Telford. Let's see. Banijek is back in the group. Go ahead and protect Zeta. Aphil. It's only 10 seconds, but stay in front as long as you can, which was just to there. Telford's going to protect you if he can get back up here. Meanwhile, we need to up the pace, cover off the attacks. 120 riders left in the peloton. We got a little punchy climb right here, and then the final punchy climb. Is that an attack? No. Just an acceleration. Alright, Telford out the back. Final 10K. We've got 40 in the peloton, and Hawaiian is going back now as well. So Tintani, we're going to go ahead and protect from Mark. Anacek is, let's use your gel. Hang on for a little bit longer. 36 riders, 6K. We're going to form our train here in a second. What's left of this? Hawaiian's out the back. 36 left in the peloton. Banijek's done. Put him on auto. For Mark is the leader with the best time. So Zeta will lead him out. We have Tintani. Use his gel now. Aphil. Okay, try to get us up into that prime position. 5K to go.
We're into the last 5 kilometers.
And there we go. Aphil, Tintani. 4.5K to go. Can't go too hard with these two because we don't have the team support. Tintani's got it in a good place. 3K to go as we go to the base of the climb. So we're on to Zeta. 2.7K. I want to go 95, but that's going to use his hill rating. I don't mind being caught up a little bit in the crowd because I don't want to burn his energy too fast. Be nice if we can actually see what's going on. There you go, Zeta. 1.7K. 1.6K, 97. 1.4K, 98. Okay, 99. 1K to go. Sprint, Zeta. Sprint. For Mark, 97. Save your energy for second place. And a gap. Chris Harper takes the win, but Vermark is second. There is a definite gap there. 11 seconds to the next group. Zeta is right there as well in 5th place on the stage, and there are definitely some gaps in the field. This definitely should put us in the top 10. There's just 20 riders at the front. Huge gaps after that. So both guys will definitely be in the top 20 when this is all said and done. I think we have success on our first sponsor objective. I don't know if that'll be enough to put us into the top 5 or not. We'll get 6 bonus seconds for finishing second. We'll have at least an 11-second gap. We get that KOM as well. Okay, 10-second gap. I certainly saw 11 before Dillier crossed the line, but fine. Count it how you will. After 14 riders, we see another gap, and then 19, we see a gap, and then 20 is a gap, and then 21. It definitely opens to a minute. minute 30, minute 36. So in the overall, Vermark does crack the top 5 all the way up to 4th place. Not a podium, but still excellent result. Harper ends up taking the win away from countryman Paddy Bevan. Tratnik 3rd. We get 4th. Robert Stannard is 5th. Rob Stannard. Shar is 6th. Stuart Bax, not known as a climber, but he's a little punchy. Interesting that a couple of years ago he was seen as a future sprinter. Lamertink. Dillier ends up in 10th. Zeta is 12th place overall. It's a great result considering these are some World Tour teams. I mean, if you look at this, it's all World Tour. World Tour. Bax is not. Lamertink is not. But those guys are both on the verge. Surprised they're not already World Tour teams. B&B is not. But otherwise, top 16 is littered with mostly World Tour teams. Vermark was just 2 points away from claiming the points jersey. Athil does claim the KOM. Vermark gets the under 25s too, so an added bonus. And we move from 15th up to 5th on that final stage in the team classification. That is an excellent result for us. We go from accomplishing literally nothing a season ago to success in our very first sponsor objective. Not a huge uptick. But we get the bonus. We get the better than result, but it was only a 2-star objective, so compared to the others, not that big. Tour of Columbia is up next, and it's a bigger objective. It's one of the bigger ones we're going to see, and it's maybe the biggest one that we have a chance to succeed in, because these are all stage win requirements. That's going to hurt. It's going to be so hard for us. You can write off the last 2 objectives. So of the 5 biggest ones we have left, only 2 of them involve top 10 results. So we definitely need that top 10 here at the Tour of Columbia upcoming, and that's going to involve a bit of climbing. A couple sprint stages to open, 3 sprint stages to open stage 4. Not easy. That is 6 kilometers. That is not a punchy stage. That is a mountain stage. That's a punchy stage. Much shorter. And then a true mountain stage, which is going to be beyond our guys. So that's going to be a real struggle to try to get a top 10 in with 2 very climby stages and 1 punchy stage in Columbia. We can handle a little punch, as we just saw. Excellent result. But true climbs are still quite a bit beyond what this team is capable of. So good luck in the next one. We'll see. So far, so excellent. That is not just a so good result. That is an excellent result. I don't know how often we can replicate that this season. It's going to be real tough to keep up. That 7th in the Continental rankings. Early days, very, very early days. But this is already way more points than we scored last season. We had 5 points last season. 5 total. That's 112. So, no matter how difficult things could still end up being this season, we are definitely headed in the right direction. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.